is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. To the air right away is Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Brady's throw pulled in by Robinson here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Brady. He's got Higbee complete right side. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Shifts by him. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 21 yards for Cam Akers. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Gay now set to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one too low.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, Brady. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, it's Brady. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a second down and 6. Now Brady. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Now Brady again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brady. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Brady's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Gay's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Mahomes. Pass complete to Chubb.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
That throw by Brady incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Brady. He finds Hopkins complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. To throw is Brady. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down.
Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, They told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First throw of overtime for Mahomes.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st down, Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Cooper here.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mahomes.
He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Mahomes. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here on 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes will throw. Completes to Njoku. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. Connects with Peoples-Jones. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Mahomes now on first down. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give, this is Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. Herbert going to go to the air right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Once more, here's Eckler. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Herbert.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Brady now on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. To throw is Brady.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That's going to be caught. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and goal at the 1. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Davante Adams. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Herbert on first down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Brady now to throw. That's caught again by Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Draw play. Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 39, Herbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Herbert. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack on 1st down, Herbert got a man and he hits him in stride. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Dancing to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Elliott again, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Brady. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.